Okay, having a go at the extension questions, well done. This is question 7, part A. It says if fx equals 2 root x minus 6 over root x, then show that the first derivative is equal to x plus 3 over x root x. Okay, so this is nice because it's told you what the answer is, so if you get to that point you know you've done it right, so let's have a go. Let's write our function of x. We're going to rearrange that so it's ready to differentiate. So instead of writing root x, we can use a power. Root x is the same as a power of a half. So let's change that on both of those. Then the first term sorted, we're ready to differentiate that one, but the second term, if we bring on the denominator we've got x to the power of a half, we can bring that up and we need to change the sign of the power, so let's make that negative. Right, at this point we're ready to differentiate, so f dash of x equals times the powers, so 2 times a half is 1 x, and you'll differentiate, so you decrease now, so you've got minus a half. On the second term you've got negative 6 times negative a half, so it's plus 3, and we've got the x, and you're decreasing 1, so negative a half minus 1 is negative 3 over 2. At this point, if you look, we've actually differentiated it, but we now need to get it to look like the answer, so we're trying to get it to look like x plus 3 over x root x. So straight away you can see there's no negative powers there. In fact, there's no powers, so let's see what we can do with that. So we've got x to the power of negative a half, so if we bring that to the denominator we can put that as x to the power of a half, and likewise here. Notice, keep the numbers on the top, that's sort of 1x, the power of negative a half, this is 3, so the 3 stays on the top. The negative becomes a positive as you bring it down, so you've got x to the power of 3 over 2. X to the power of a half is the same as root x. And here, if you see how many whole ones you've got, we've got 1 whole 1 and a half left over. So 1 plus a half brings you back to that 3 over 2. The first term is looking good, so let's leave that one there. The second term, x to the power of 1 is just x, and x to the power of a half is root x. So we're getting closer now. You've got the, let's go up here, we've got the root x and the x root x. So now we just need to get it over a common denominator. So if you look at these two terms, the common denominator on the bottom here, that term and that term, we can see we're going to have x root x on the denominator. And then if you think, what have you done to the first term to get that? Well, you times it all by x. So do the same to the numerator. So 1 times x is x. And then if you look at the second term, what have we done to the denominator to get our answer? We haven't done a thing, so we don't do a thing to the numerator either. And you get the plus 3. And at that point, you can see you've done it right, because it's exactly the same as the solution given in the question. And you're done.